I'm going to show you something really cool right off the bat. This is a vintage Eddie Bauer. Is that focusing? I can't tell. Vintage Eddie Bauer, like a barn jacket, and it's quilted. I think it's very cool. It was priced at $7. It was a half off day, and so I bought it for $3.50. The sell-through rate, unfortunately, was 0%. However, it's September, so I think that, I think that will change. I'm hoping. And they have them listed from like 34, 45, 65, 69 even. So I think I will probably list it somewhere around 50 or 60 and see what happens. Hey friend, welcome. I am Jen. I'm a newish, about a year in, less than, reseller, and I go to thrift stores and yard sales and I buy things to sell online. And so recently a thrift store in my area, there's actually two like sister thrift stores that benefit the local mission. They had a half off sale. I have so much stuff. There are 2 IKEA bags full plus like 2 bags this size full. Crazy. It was good. Most of the stuff I'm going to end up selling between $15 and $25, but there's some good things in here, so we'll see. I did pick up this little welcome sign, not to resell, but because I thought it was cute. I like to make wreaths, and so they had this little harvest sign. They were priced at 49 cents each, so I bought them each for 50 cents. One of the reasons I really like thrifting is so that I can find things for me. There is a lot of items here. So if you have something else to do, like fold laundry or do dishes or, take pictures or something, if you're a reseller, I would recommend that. Also, I'm going to try something a little different and try not to over edit. I often edit out like my ums and I click my tongue a lot and things like that. I try to make those so that the video is kind of shorter for you, but it takes a lot of time and I don't really love it. So I'm just going to try it. If my family interrupts me and stuff like that, I'll try to edit that stuff out, but it just happens. I found a lot of vintage sweaters. This one is London Fog. It's made in the US. It's just cotton and acrylic, but oh my word, check out the pattern of that thing. It's like gray and green, like the crew neck. I mean, like, we're talking classic 90s dad sweater there, right? I don't know how desirable that color is. It's probably not what I would have chosen. I do like to get bras. Bras sell really well for me. This is a Soma brand, I think. Yep. Soma. And I actually just today sold a Soma bra that sold for full price within a day. So, I mean, it was $16, but still, that's a really good, like a quick flip, if you know what I mean. So this was $3.99. I paid $4 for it. Most of the items were between $3 and $5. So most of my cost of goods were between $1.50 and $2.50. I will try to tell you if it's different than that, but this is Talbot's, and I believe their dresses are priced at $5 also, but this just is like very cottagecore looking to me. I could be completely wrong about that, but it does button up the front. I would say that's a midi dress. It does have a tie, belt. I just thought that was really cute. Probably not the right season for it, but that's okay. This is one of my favorite things to resell. Oshkosh Overalls. These unfortunately are not vintage, but they're very cute. And the not vintage ones will sell probably around $15. The kids' clothes are priced at $2, so I paid $1 for that. This is Field Manor, which I actually have a couple different items from this brand. My camera doesn't like white, sorry. Field Manor. This is a merino wool vintage like cardigan sweater, but like a blazer. It kind of has a little bit of structure to it, but it's a sweater. It's knit. I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I really enjoy finding vintage items, and I seem to find a lot of them. And in fact, one of these thrift stores posted on social media that they had a bunch of vintage sweaters a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, I should go in, but I made myself wait. Another thing I really enjoy picking up and reselling are jeans. This is not a brand I find I buy very often, but it's Wrangler, but it's Riggs. So it says Dura Shield. So these are like a work brand, you know, for, these are a carpenter jean. They have a hammer belt. Have you ever seen anyone have a hammer and a hammer belt? I don't know. But these are, you know, for someone who does like carpentry, I guess. Someone who does like manual labor is going to probably buy these. I have heard really good things about this particular brand. However, I do think I have another one of these that has not sold and I've had for a really long time. So I could be completely off base, but when my cost of goods is, you know, $2.50, not super, it's a smaller risk to take. This, I couldn't find the brand, so here's my little hint. You can check on the buttons, and this is Land's End. It is in there. Just, you know, it's not right. It's kind of on the front pocket, which is kind of weird. But these are vintage. So these are a larger size, and they're pink, which I hear colored denim is not a thing. I have sold a pair of green vintage jeans. So, but these are very like classic mom jean style, and they have a tag still attached. So they're, I guess when they're vintage, it's not considered new with tags, but dead stock. I will tell you that I am not a vintage expert. However, I have learned a lot, like a lot. All right, make sure you stick around to the end because I am going to save my very favorite thing to the end because I'm mean like that and I want you to watch my whole video. But this is ModCloth, and this skirt is a 2X, and it is, I already said it's a skirt. Man, I'm making a mess here. I didn't check the zippers. I should have checked the zippers. Oh my goodness. So this is a skirt. It is navy and white polka dots. It is buttoned up the front, and then it has this little fake belt detail here, and it does have pockets. I'm just, you know, just a girl who likes pockets. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm going to save this for the end. Foreshadowing. All right, this is another pair of jeans. This is Burn, and again, another pair of work kind of pants, similar to like Carhartt, but not as popular as Carhartt. However, I found a pair of Burn jeans that were lined, and these are fleece lined. The ones that I found at the bins just recently sold within a day or two, and they were flannel lined. And so these are a larger, I think they're 16, 12, they're 12. 12, 14, 16 women's. You know, I like to dress the ladies like myself. I mean, I wouldn't wear those pants, but that doesn't really matter. I wouldn't wear those pants because they're just not my style. Okay, I don't know this brand. It is Appalachian Trail. And it's made in China. I kind of think this is vintage, but this is very heavy duty. Like, I wish you could feel it. Can you see how heavy it is? Like, it feels like 4 layers of flannel in there. I don't know how you would tell how many layers of flannel it is, but it's a very cool looking, very heavy flannel. I don't know if I can get away with calling this a shacket, but I might try. I think shackets probably should have pockets. So shacket would be like shirt jacket, usually in kind of the flannel realm, but I don't know, since it doesn't have pockets, it doesn't really fall into the jacket category of the shacket. This is American Eagle. I don't know. I find American Eagle a lot, and it sells. It doesn't sell for a lot of money, like $15, maybe $20. But these are joggers and like cargo joggers, and they're like a 2X, I think. I don't know. I saw the size in here somewhere. Yeah, they're a 2X. So I do think they're men's because they're, you know, bigger than what a woman's 2X would be, in my opinion. One thing that I thought was interesting was one of the stores that I went to had these like cloth bags, and so they were putting them in the cloth bags, and I noticed this one is Vineyard Vines. The other one is like just TJ Maxx, but it's also written on like somebody used it for their storage, which is fine. I mean, I love these. I use them all the time for thrifting and putting my packages in, and just around my house I use them a lot. But I thought, oh, I wonder if this Vineyard Vines one is worth any money, and I looked it up, and it does look like you can sell them. The sell-through rate wasn't super high. It was, let's see, 22% for a reusable like shopping bag, but they were selling for like $5. So I'm probably not gonna put my time and effort into listing this bag just because I will use it the $5 worth. So, but that is one thing to kind of think about when you get stuff for free and you think, oh, it's just, you know, maybe I should just throw my donations into it, or, which, I mean, it's a great idea. But, you know, like, oh, I'm not really sure what to do with it. It's really cute. I mean, it has the little whale pattern on it. Anyway, sometimes if you're like, oh, maybe I'll just get rid of that, check it and see if the sell-through rate on these were like 50% or more. I probably would take the time to list it just because it's another sale, and I think that's good for my store. I don't really have any proof of that other than everyone says that, but it does seem like when I get a sale, then I get other sales. Does that make sense? As I'm looking at my notes here, I did notice that I did look up the Soma bra. There was one that sold for just under $10, and the sell-through rate for that particular style on the bra is 50%, so that's really good. These are Levi's. These were in like the boutique section. In the past, sometimes they've had the boutique section be half off, but today it was not. So I did pay full price for these, which was like $8.30 or something like that. But these particular Levi's have a 60% sell-through rate, and some of these sold for, you know, $40 and $60. There was one, a pre-owned that sold for $60. I wonder why that is. Holy smokes. Some of them were $25. A brand new pair sold for $40. So I think that's probably what I'm going to aim for. These are the 27 slim cut boot, and I do like to check the Levi's. Getting better. I used to just buy all the Levi's because I didn't know, but now I know, and I like to check the sell-through rate and the comps. And if you don't know what I mean by, I just go on eBay, and in this case I searched Levi's 527 jeans, and I searched brand new, and then I just saw what was sold. And sometimes I'll, like in this particular case there were so many, I actually narrowed it down to the actual size. So I look through the size sometimes, and like if it's new or pre-owned, and then I look at what is for sale currently, and then what has sold within the last 90 days. And so, you know, in this case, I don't remember the exact numbers, but say there were 4 listed and 6 sold, that would be, you know, 6 divided by 10, which is the total number, would be 60%. So that gives me my sell-through rate, and I really like it to be like 25 to, you know, 100% would be amazing, but I don't think I've ever, maybe once I came across something that was 100% sell-through rate. But then I also look at what the items have actually sold for within the last 90 days, and not necessarily what they're listed, because people can list things whatever they want to list things, you know? All right, this is Torrid, and some Torrid does really, really well and some does not, but oh my goodness, how cute is this with the hearts and that like heathered gray. I think that's called space dye now, because apparently we change what we call things. I don't know. Anyway, another flannel. This one, oh my, see, Levi's. I do sometimes just make poor decisions because I didn't look up everything, and I didn't even look up everything after the fact because that would be a crazy already. It's already going to be a long video. I have 60 items, I think. This is, let's see. Yeah, so just a flannel. I like the colors in it, but it is a men's flannel. It's really small though, I thought. And that one, unfortunately, was not vintage. If it was vintage, that would have been amazing. So this is Northern Isles is the brand. This is not wool, but it is vintage, and I just thought it was really cool with those like leaves and moons and stars. Let's see, you can see the back. It's a little bit of a color blocking. And then one thing I really like to check out is the buttons on things. And I mean, those are leaves. Aren't they really cool? I just thought they were neat. This is Torrid, which is not, I mean, it's just kind of a regular brand, but it is 100% linen, and I have sold a lot of Torrid that is in those natural fibers. So wool, I don't think I've sold silk, but linen. I think I have one that I just bought that was cotton. I believe this is called a peplum hem when it has kind of a like a large ruffle on the edge. Anyway, this is just a button up. It's kind of a long line. It does have a roll tab sleeve, so it can go from long sleeve to like a 3/4 length. Quite honestly, I might keep this for myself. I'm not really sure. Linen, this is not like linen season, but I like linen. Anyway, this is Asos. This is a brand. There are a couple brands that I hear people say a lot, and then when I find them, I'm like, oh, really? This, I don't know. Like, for me, the comps don't back up what the YouTuber is telling me. I watch a lot of YouTube because that's how I'm learning. Anyway, this is a US size 4. It does have a tag, you know, like a new with tag. And this was priced at $3, so I paid $1.50 for it. I thought it was really pretty, this like peach, and that's it's like a polka dot, but a texture. It's called something, but I cannot for the life of me think what it's called. And then this has like a ruffle sleeve on the hem, and then this is, it's not a button up, it's like a tie up. So it ties in the front all the way across. So I just thought that was really pretty with that ruffle collar. So I don't know if Asos is going to do well for me, but again, I just wanted to experiment a little bit and see if it did. And then if it doesn't, it's not that big of a deal. This is the bag of stuff I got from the other thrift store. Interesting. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. Some of the stuff I got from, there's 2 towns that are really close to each other, and one store is in one town, one store is in the other town. I got about 1/3 of this from one store and 2/3 of it from the other. I always go to the one that's a little bit more north first, and then I go to the one that's a little more south. And I always find better things at the one that's south, and I thought, that's silly. Why don't I go to the south one first? And that worked out really well because I usually get about the same amount of items at both stores, but I got a lot at the first store today, so that was good. This is a little vintage jean jacket, a little kid one. It is not a brand I know, but unfortunately it's made in Bangladesh and not the US, but it's called Cradle Togs is the brand. I don't know this brand, but I just thought it was so cute. This little jean jacket, and then it came with the pants. I mean, come on. It's so cute. I don't know. I wish that I had known stuff like this existed when my son was little, because I would have dressed him like that. In fact, I have a little pair of overalls that are his size that I probably should pull out and make him wear. This, okay. Do you know the brand Life is Good? They make t-shirts that have just kind of like kitschy sayings on them. Like there's one that's like, I'm sorry, like I can't think of anything. I had one that was like a coffee cup and it said like life is half full, or like I don't know. Anyway, I had another one that's like the beach, and my daughter stole one. She didn't really steal it. She took it out of my inventory. That has a dog on it, and it's like something about being best friends. Anyway, so this is the brand Life is Good, but it is just a denim shirt. So it does have the Life is Good patch on the outside. So I have no idea if this is going to be a good item or not, but I just thought it was kind of cool. This is amazing. This is J. Crew Mercantile, and it is a size extra large, and it is a puffer vest. And let's see, I just smacked myself in the face with it. So J. Crew Mercantile is, I don't know, it's not like J. Crew Factory, it's different. I was thinking this had down in it, but I think that's something else. Actually, I think the Eddie Bauer jacket had down in it. If I didn't mention that, that was like the first thing. I did comp this in the store because I wasn't sure, and it comped pretty well, but then I didn't comp it when I got back home to save and share with you. I'm so sorry. But this, I think it was like around $40, and the sell-through rate was decent. I could be completely wrong about that. This is Lucky Brand. I buy Lucky Brand a lot, and guess what? I sell Lucky Brand a fair amount. I just sold a shirt today. So this is extra large, and I don't know, it's just a shirt with these little, I feel like this is kind of classic Lucky Brand, like it has kind of the funky little patterns in it, and it's usually like more than one pattern. I do find that larger sizes in Lucky Brand sell better than smaller sizes. This is so pretty. Okay, I don't know this brand. I think it's just like a department store, Tasso. I would say that Tasso Elba, I think. I don't know. Anyway, it is a brown sweater, and it is, I would call that a ringer. I've only heard ringers referred to in like t-shirts where there's like a different color around the collar, and then around, it's usually around like the short sleeve t-shirt, but the hem, the sleeve, and then the hem. So maybe I won't call that a ringer, but that's what it reminds me of. This is mostly merino wool, so that is really the reason I bought it. Plus I just thought it was really pretty, and it's in very good condition. And I'm just trying to buy a lot of sweaters, which you will see is kind of the theme of today's haul. This, again, I don't know this brand, but it is Toscano, and it is made in Italy, and it is also merino wool. This one is 100% merino wool, but this one has like a mock turtleneck, and it's just a gray sweater, and it feels so soft and lovely. I wish it was my husband's size, but honestly, I'm not sure he would wear it. I could be wrong about that. This is Adidas. I don't know. Adidas and Under Armour and Nike. I pick it up and I do sell it, but I don't really know exactly what to look for and what is good. I try and stay away from like t-shirts, and even hoodies. I feel like they don't sell unless they're really unique, which is, I don't know, it's just hard to find. But this is a little like quarter zip pullover jacket in blue. This is, I think we're getting to, yep, here we go. This is another vintage sweater. It is called New Era. It is made in the US. It is unfortunately not wool, just acrylic, but it does have a flag, and I thought that that might be something that is desirable. Again, I could be completely wrong. This is Woolrich. And Woolrich is a brand that sometimes I sell really well and sometimes I don't. It's a long sleeve polo, and I mean, it's just really basic and brown, but I believe it had something fun in it. No, it's just 100% cotton. All right, well, there's that. I should say, as a disclaimer, I am new at this, and most of this I feel like is an experiment. So this is me saying, this is what I bought to resell. I'm not saying this is also what you should be reselling. This is Duluth Trading Company. This is an extra large vest in like a purple, and it has kind of a fun texture in it. It's not fleece, it's not flannel. I don't really know what I would call that. It's almost like a waffle knit, but not. This is vintage. It is 5 brothers. It is an extra large, and let's see. Unfortunately, I don't know where it's made because the tag is completely faded, but it's a flannel, kind of a heavier weight. Again, probably can't really get away with calling this a shacket because it doesn't have pockets, but it's just a really nice heavyweight flannel and vintage. Let's see. I was gonna say something just a minute ago and I don't remember what it was. This is Wrangler. I think that's a vintage, but I'm not positive. It's made in Bangladesh. I feel like Bangladesh can go either way, I think. But this is a 3X and it is a like fleece flannel. Does that make sense? So it's like a flannel. It looks like a flannel, but it feels like a fleece. It's like a lightweight fleece. So anyway, I just thought that was pretty darn cool, and I like that it is a larger size. And then look, I found another one. It's also 3X, but this one is like gray and black plaid instead of that red and black buffalo check. And then these were the big disappointment of the haul. These are Kamik, I don't know how to say it, boots, and I thought they were really cool. They had them priced at like $6, I think. Yeah, $6, so I paid $3 for them. I got them home, and I was putting them into my inventory, and there's no size on them anywhere. I think that there is like these tags. There's tags like in the front of the boot, and they're pretty trashed. So you know what? It says a 4 right there. You think that might be the size? I mean, it looks like potentially it's a 4. I don't know. I think I'm just going to put these in my kids' consignment sale because I feel like that's, you know, in person you can try them on, and if they don't work, they don't work. But that's probably going to be a better solution than me trying to figure out what size these are. I don't know. It's just, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. On the way to the thrift store, we were a little early and there was a yard sale, so I stopped by and I grabbed 2 items. This is Carhartt, a 3X, and it is a camo t-shirt. It does have the like leather patch on. I guess it's not leather, but it's brown versus the white one. I thought it was leather for some reason. Anyway, I paid $3 for it. I started to say about the leather. I feel like the leather patch does better than the white one, but I don't know why. I paid $3, and then there was one that was new in package, and I paid $4 for that one. This is a bag that the thrift store put stuff in. This I really liked. This is Chico's, and let's see, Chico's and Talbot's and J. Jill. I feel like I do pretty well with all of those brands, but this is like a lightweight jacket. I do believe it's linen blend, and I really like this like back belt detail on there, but it's just like a lightweight jacket. I don't even know, I mean, yeah, it's linen blend. It's not gonna hold back the weather, so I don't know. We're in the last bag here, hang on with me. This is Bowden. When I go in a thrift store, I almost always start at like size large and go up, and then I kind of just browse through the smaller sizes, and that's what I did. But I happened to see this, so this is a size 8, which is like a small, but I thought this was really cute. Just a little cardigan. I couldn't think of the words, but check out those buttons. They're actually snaps, so it's just, you know, detail on the on the front to look like a button, but isn't that so cool? I did look up Bowden cardigan with a beaded button, and the exact one did have a sold comp. Let me see if I can find it here. But it was only like $5, $5.17, but it was shipping from the UK. So I don't know how that actually translates, but other ones sold anywhere from 15 to, there was a best offer of 57, although that one looks more like a dress and it was silk. So there was one kind of similar for 30, but the sell-through rate was 16%. I'm not sure. I know, you know, we're also coming out of summer. People don't wear cardigans as much, although is that a 3/4 length sleeve? That might be a 3/4 length sleeve. This is pretty sure vintage. I just sold something very similar, Alfred Dunner, 100% wool, but I thought, I mean, how cool. It's like a sweater, blazer, jacket thing, but I loved those flower embroidery on there. It has a little stitching detail at the end too, and then it's, you know, like a full zip sweater. And I do think it might be vintage, but I'm not positive about that. This one is for sure. This one is made in the US. It is Mademoiselle Sweaters. But just loved the print on that one, and the, you know, crew neck, very kind of that classic 90s look. This one is, oh, J. Jill, I think. I just remember. This is the Wherever collection. I don't know what that means. But it's just like a swing tank top. Again, this was like $1.50, so actually as I'm feeling it, it does have quite a bit of wear underneath the armpits, but it's hard to see it because of the print, but I just thought the print in that was pretty fun. And J. Jill is, I mean, that's gonna sell for $15, but you know, $1.50 into $15 is pretty decent, you know? This is Talbot's, an extra large. This is a cardigan and the little ruffle. I do believe that this has some wool in it. Yeah, just very little, but enough that I can call it wool blend in the listing, so that, you know, makes it a little bit more desirable. But I mean, I loved that. Okay, there was something about this. I don't remember who it was, but there was a YouTuber just recently that mentioned like an older, like 90s, early 2000, like Y2K brand and a burnout t-shirt. And that's exactly what this is. So that is like a burnout. Let me show you the kind of why I call that a burnout. It kind of looks like some of the fibers have been burned out. So anyway, this is Buckle Black. So Buckle is one of those brands that I was never cool enough to shop at. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna look it up. And I did, and it seemed like it comped better in the store. I don't know why that's a thing, but it's a thing. But there was a 66% sell-through rate. I don't think I looked exactly at short sleeves, but just overall, you know, 18, 15, 15, 18. So, you know, I'm going to get probably between $15 and $20 for this, but a 60% sell-through rate, that's a 60% chance that I'm going to sell this item and it's not just going to sit in my inventory. And I paid $1.50 for it. So even if, you know, I do make $15 on it, that, you know, $1.50 into 15 is pretty good. This is that Tahari brand again, but this is 100% cashmere, and I so wish it was my size because that is my favorite color, like a mustard yellow. I just think it's so beautiful, and I wear it, and it's in my house, and it's everywhere. So this does have quite a bit of pilling on it. I say pilling a lot, and if you don't know what I mean, it's like those little balls of fibers that, you know, I can just take a sweater shaver to it. It's not going to be that big of a deal, but 100% cashmere, beautiful fall color. It's got to be good, right? We'll see. This is Talbot's again. I find Talbot's and J. Jill and Chico's a lot. I just thought this was very cute. It is very much like a knit Can you see that in there? And then it does have these little gold button detail right there on the neck. I'm sure that's called something, and I don't know what that is. So this brand is Ariat, and Ariat is a Western wear. They're really known for their boots. But I just recently sold a pair of jeans that were pretty trashed for $25. And this is a thermal, like waffle knit. And then it has this like lace. I'll probably add crochet as one of the keywords, although it's not really crochet. This lace detail, I would call that a Henley with the buttons, you know, quarter way up there. So thermal, lace, crochet, Henley, I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a soak just so, you know, it's like an off-white. So I didn't see any stains, but you just never know. Okay. Check this thing out. Ooh, okay. So anything that has like, I shouldn't say anything, but things that catch my attention have like an all over print. So it has a print on the back, it has a print on the front, and it's, you know, everywhere on the t-shirt, not just like the square that you would normally see. And something that is like branded, you know, this is extreme with an X, extreme couture, like way across, and then there's skulls. So those three things I went, you know what, I'm going to look it up. So I looked it up, and this was pretty good. It was a 67% sell-through rate, and let's see. Yeah, most of them sold around $25, but there is one that sold for $50. That one looks like it may have been like a collab with Harley Davidson, but I don't, maybe it's all Harley Davidson. I don't really know. Anyway, I thought this was very cool. I was very excited about it. I do enjoy picking up scrub pants, and these were new with tags. I got them very inexpensively. These are Cherokee iFlex. So, you know, if I pay $2 for them and they sell for $15, that's a pretty decent return on my investment, and I will take it. These, I believe, are another pair. Yes. These are different. They're a different brand, but I don't remember what brand. And these are actually, that was like a small petite, and these are a 4X. These are just authentic scrubs Cherokee work brand. So Cherokee is not really well branded, in my opinion. I guess they do have that little thing. There's one brand that's Cherokee Infinity that the sell-through rate is pretty good, but it's going to be hard to show you. But these are, you know, just gray scrub pants, and they're new with tags. So I probably wouldn't have gotten them if they were not new with tags, but depending on my mood, I may have. So that's, I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what I have done. So this is Pure Jill, which is a J. Jill subline. And this is just a very basic t-shirt. It is cotton and modal. That's how I say it, but it's modal, I don't know. It is a ballet sleeve tunic. I keep hearing about like ballet core recently, so I thought, you know what, I'll just try it. This is White House Black Market, which is, you know, similar to that J. Jill, Chico's, Talbot's, similar but different. And this is just like a blouse with the stripes with that silver, and it does have some glitter in there, and it has a little spot here on the back. So I was thinking it might just need a little soak anyway, just because of those white stripes. I try to stay away from white, but I'm not always great at it. This is so pretty. This is a vest. Okay, I should tell you, I have a lot of vests, and I don't sell a lot of vests. I don't know. Anyway, this is quilted, and then it is also reversible, and this reversible is wool. And I know that because I found the tag inside. So it is made in Italy, and it is a wool blend, wool and acrylic, and the brand is Zara. We have some more jeans. Again, I just sold a pair of cabbie jeans for maybe $15 or $20. These are skinny jeans, but skinny jeans still sell for me. And, you know, I paid $2.50 for those. These are, oh yeah, these are LL Bean, and they are flannel lined. Just jeans, but also I do believe that these are vintage, and they're very like heavy. I mean, really heavy. Yeah, these are vintage. Made in the US, and they're size 14, so like a mom jean for sure. That style. Throw that in that pile with all the vintage stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, I mean, just okay. This is a Cubs bomber jacket. It is vintage. It is amazing. It has a stain on it, so I don't know if you can see it right there, but I'm gonna see if I can soak it, see if I can do something with it. It's a lot of pilling on the inside. I'm gonna see what I can do with it. The sell-through rate was pretty good, if I remember correctly. Let me see here. So they sold for, why can't I find it? There's another stain. Nah, bummer. So one sold for $30. However, one sold for $89, and one sold for $115, and one sold for $143. Oh my word. So I'm definitely going to aim, you know, for higher. However, you know, I paid $3.50 for this. They had it priced at $7, and actually I caused an issue. There's an only 22% sell-through rate. Okay, but I don't know. I just think it was worth it. I caused an issue because this was just hanging in the regular section, and it didn't even have a price on it. And so I said to the lady, I was like, there's no price on this. And she was like, oh, it wasn't in the boutique section? And I was like, nope, it was just hanging over there with the jackets. And she was like, yeah, it's just a regular jacket. The other girl was like, yeah, it's just a regular jacket. And the woman was like, we had that price for $30 in the boutique last week. Why did it get put in the regular section? And they were a little angry with each other, and I felt a little bad. But I still got it for like $3.50 because I think she charged me $7 for a jacket. Okay, this is a vintage sweater. This is a size medium, London Fog. It is a full zip sweater, and this one is wool. And it has elbow patches. Anyway, I was just like hitting the vintage sweaters left and right. It was great. This is, what is this? I don't know. I can't find the, there it is. Oh, Banana Republic. This one I paid the full boutique price for, I think, which was like $5.30. But it is a, you know, it's a lightweight sweater, but I think that the Banana Republic is one of those brands that's similar to Talbot's and Chico's that does really well for me. I've had really good experience with, okay? But this is silk and nylon and cashmere, and so that was why I was willing to pay $5.30 for it, because, you know, if it had just been cotton or something, I would have, I mean, maybe I would have gotten it on the half off day, or that, you know, if it was just in the regular section and was half off. But this is Woolrich, and this one's better than the other one. So this is the sweater, and it has kind of that, what is, like, do we want to call that Nordic, Icelandic, with the, like, snowflakes on there, and this is 100% lamb's wool. So I just thought it was really pretty, and for some reason I was thinking it was vintage, but I don't think it is. So anyway, just really pretty sweater. I know, isn't that nice? This feels so nice. Okay, I also paid up for this. I think I paid $6.50-ish around there. So this is the North Face, but check out this jacket. Oh my goodness, it's really cool. For one thing, it's like heavy. There's gotta be like a name for this. This has to be worth money. It might be absolutely not worth money, I don't know. But this is the North Face. So it has a herringbone pattern, and then the inside is like fuzzy. I know. Okay, my daughter's over here like over it. Here, you can try it on. Yes. Yes. All right. This is, I feel like I'm missing something that I comped for you. I didn't. I didn't miss anything. All right, we have 3 more items, so hang on, we're almost done. This is Northern Isles, and again, a vintage sweater. This is not wool, but check out the leaves on that thing, and it is cotton and ramie. So ramie is similar, my understanding, is similar to linen. It is a grown fiber. Similar to linen, but different than linen. And that's about all I know about that. Oh, a pile of sweaters is falling. Oh my goodness. Okay. Gretchen. The Resell Thrifter has recently sold a bunch of like stockings, and I found these fishnet thigh highs for $1. They were priced at $2, so I paid $1 for them. And you know, the comps when I got home were not actually all that great. However, Halloween is coming up around the corner, and so those could sell. All right, I saved, I think, the best for last. This is coming in at only a 25% sell-through rate. However, I have sold this before, or very similar anyway. So this I paid $3.50 for. It was priced at $7 with their just their jackets. It is made in the USA. It is vintage. It is Levi's, but it is a Sherpa lined jacket, jean jacket, light, like a light wash. It has, I mean, it's like perfectly faded. It is disgusting right here. So I think I'm gonna, you know, let that guy soak too. But check out how much they sell for. This one sold for $60. So I'm really excited about that. These are my items that I picked up. I'm really terrible at ending these videos. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe right here, and you can check out another video right here, and I'll see you soon.